Good evening, guys. Late night, late stream. What's going on, Michael? How you doing? Thank you, Troy. Gonna do my baby expert, Scott. Let's see here. Man, they take the $5 pack away that quickly? I thought it was by the weekend round. Well, that sucks. I would think so, Scott. What's going on, John? So this would be interesting for me. Just got a tablet today, and it's gonna take some getting used to. Oh yeah, it's coffee time. I had a long day. I had a couple drinks when I got home, and I was starting to get tuckered out, so I had to turn it around. Yeah, Scott, I bet you that's everybody. That's a tough, tough, tough eagle. Hey, Craig, doing all right yourself? Howdy, King Lenny. Oh, to make sure we got the right clubs first off. We know we want the sniper. Well, at least you got the eagles there, Mike. Yeah, you probably could, Scott. Um, it's a tough reach, but you can do it probably. Big dog, nice drive, and then the big dog, preferably at least a power three ball. Oof. Well, at least we got past that rough. A little too much right spin on it. The wind's pushing it right as well, so we got to cut down. I hadn't hit perfect yet with the actual winds, so it was hard to judge how I was doing. Sucks to start with a par. Thank you, Stephen. So I was catching up on the chat, guys. Easy to miss things midst playing. All right, hole 2. I think he's just playing without streaming for the most part since he's on his trip. Well, today he's getting ready for it. Thank you, ATM. Yes, baby expert. Yeah, this is definitely one you can get away with a QB. Still trying to figure out how I like holding this and stuff. It's a little different than a phone. That'll be an okay line. I mean, still hole two, and we birdied hole one, so nothing to complain about. Good shot. Get in the hole. No, two right. Good shot, though. Damn it. Really expecting that wind to push it out further, and it just isn't wanting to do it. I think I'm just going to go no curl on that shot. I think the spin should take care of it with a kingmaker. Oh, son of a gun. So upsetting. I couldn't, John. I was at max there. If you're talking about the second shot. Thank you, Quentin. Just notice my chat is just stretching out the screen there. Let me fix that. Yeah, and I really should have made that chip too. I was running low on time and I had to swing left to right, and that's so out of habit for me. It sucks that that kind of thing can screw you up, but it does, which is why it's nice to leave yourself that little bit of time. I missed your message, Troy. It is a Samsung Galaxy Tab S2. Should be a decent shot. Yes, ATM. It's headwind. There is no taking the crazy shot on this one, unfortunately. Which is why I brought the Hornet. Want my best chance at getting this. The Hornet provides that on this shot, I think. Oh yeah, absolutely. I do in pro. Just can't in expert, unfortunately. Got almost perfect headwind. Whew, darn close. Darn close. Michael, it just depends on the winds they choose. The direction of wind is almost more important than the strength of the wind. You know, once you pass like 8 mile an hour, it's all gonna affect the ball to an extreme amount. Yeah, I don't know, ATM. I've never had an issue with the color of the arrow, so. Do you happen to be colorblind? Just curious. It's something like 1 out of 4 males are colorblind, or 1 out of 5, so pretty common. Go ahead and switch back to my thorn before I forget. And I want Malibu, and until we get to the holes I need the Spitfire. I should be keeping track of that. We're lucky we didn't go in any sand yet. They might not care when it comes to friendlies as long as one person has it, I suppose. Come on, let's get a match. Definitely drains the battery down. Finally, it's probably a replay, but hey, Detlef, why do you hate this hole, ATM? I would say it's a big tease. Like, I'd say 9 out of 10 times I hit perfect. I think I'm going to make it. And, you know, I make 1 out of 20 maybe. How'd you do that? You want to be, you know, about 2 rings back is where I like to play. Give yourself a little cushion. God darn it. It's unreadable. Is it because it's too small? I'll have to figure out a way to tweak it so I can make it more readable. Because without changing the size of the game screen. But I can't do that midstream, so maybe I'll try and get on there and do it tomorrow before. I gotta find the I either have to find the same code that I had, or find another code source. Yeah, that's definitely more important. Most people, most people have this set up, on their computer in YouTube so they can see the chat to the right anyways. The chat window in the stream is more for people that are watching the replay so they can watch it in full screen. Or if you're not one to chat and you like to just sit back and watch it, you can watch it in full screen and still see the chat. But I mean, I can read it in my little dashboard here, and it's tiny. So, like that's actually what I read. I don't look at the big chat window because the one in the screen is actually faster to put up the messages by like 2 or 3 seconds. All right. So we're going cray cray again. I'm going for same shot I did in my other expert, but we're bringing emergency club. Can't remember. Oh yeah, it's a lot more distance there. It's all right, Detlef. Well, thanks for stopping in, Santos. I know it's late. I might be able to work it in now, um, just because of the amount of devices I have running. I might be able to find a way to put it so you guys can have music and I don't have to hear it. Unless I could find something cool to put on. I did vaguely read, and if someone wants to actually look into this and let me know, that'd be awesome. Or any lawyers out there, by chance. Um, I've heard if you pay for the music, so like if I bought the songs in iTunes and then played them, it's not copyright infringement because I paid for the songs. I'm not sure if that's true. And I don't know the scale of that, like if certain record companies have bought their way out of that or anything, I don't know. But I didn't want to chance it without really knowing. Because if that's the case, I'll go and I'll spend $10 and get like 2 hours worth of music or something. Even if it's loops and you guys have to hear the same ones all the time, it'd be better than nothing. And I could actually make a custom little play track, which would be sweet. Um, yes and no, I think, Michael. It's going to really depend on brackets. It's a fairly easy course to get a decent score. But that being said, there's going to be some really crazy scores out there, and there's going to be some crazy brackets too. Oh, he's going for it too. I like to see it. We got the right direction of wind for this shot. Oh, great left. He got his bounce, but this is tricky. It's tricky, it's tricky, it's tricky. We're just going to go Titan so we have more wind to help push us up here. Man, I actually not 100% sure I can get there with this. Oh, son of a fudge nut. I hope I can recover from that. That was a slip. Looks like I got a clear line out of there. Let's hope the Amazon can save my booty. Whew, minus 32. Yeah, that's crazy. I think everybody's done it, geek. I think everybody's done it. Someone says they haven't had a slip, they'd be lying. Now, I've had more than I'd like to admit. And that was one I was kind of expecting to encounter on the tablet because I just didn't kind of adjust my hand properly. So when I reached, I didn't have enough reach. So my mistake, you know, but not the time to make excuses. Just kind of gotta, let's see, this is kind of a tricky little shot. I had a feeling. Wow. That tree was just in the way where I had to curl. That's all right. I intentionally did this round with this account, you know, or with, you know, first time on this tablet because this is the one I'm least worried about. Got no clue. Actually, I think because of the wind, I'm going to full backspin this shot. This would be totally luck if it drops. Especially with a great. Yeah, way too much backspin. Yes, Quentin. Got a new tablet. Getting a little used to the giant screen with my tiny hands. I'm, you know, fairly certain I'll still make the cut. What's going on, Mike? So it's a good practice round. I would have probably normally done pro, but I wanted to do that one in the morning. Okay, get rid of those emergency clubs for sure. What's going on, Ian? I feel like they've been changing the winds more. I could just be remembering pro or something, but I'm pretty sure the wind was going the other direction. No, no, that's right. That's right. Could be trouble. All right, we got out of there. It varies, ATM, and it depends on the ball. You know, they could have had slightly higher, like their win could have been that .5 higher, plus they had a Katana or a Titan or even a Quasar, you know? That's only a win one. Well, I know you know about it, ATM, but just saying, it's easy to miss that and just note the win. Did I make the green? I wasn't paying that much attention. All right, we needed that one. I expected as much. Man, it keeps being this shootout. Glad I'm not shooting them, because I'd be getting really annoyed. Well, that's awesome, Michael. What are we on here? Ah, yes, yes, yes. Yes, 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 yes. Par 3. Ooh, one of my favorite songs of all time. Good night, Santos. Well, Craig, tomorrow morning and um, Saturday morning. 'Cause I work Sunday, so those are my 2 days to get everything done. Yeah, Jesse, it's nice. It's a little hard to play on for me. It's gonna take some getting used to, but it is nice. I do really like it. Way too long. It's a Galaxy S2. Yeah, it was worth it because even this, honestly, there's a little bit of lag. Not that it's affecting the game, but the like when the screen's moving quickly, it definitely lags a little bit. And I can only imagine that the cheaper model would not have been good. Whew, I hate those putts, let me tell you. You'll get there. I think you got it. You know, it only takes a few. Once you start getting on the path, the improvements come quickly. You'll start getting better and better, shooting more confidently in the weekend, because that's a big part of it is people start getting more and more nervous as the tournament progresses. So maybe you make the qualifying round, but then you get to that weekend round and you choke a little bit, or the opening round, I'm sorry. So then you don't make the weekend. No problem, man. I'm glad it's helping. That sucks. Hopefully they give it to you. Disconnection, I find, is about a 50-50. Sometimes they give you the benefit of the doubt. Sometimes they just say, nope, your fault. So when it comes to the weekend round, I'm going to definitely be using a power four ball here. I still think I'm going to right now, and it's not for the drive. It's for that second shot. I want a higher consistency of having a thorn shot, and power three balls have been putting me at that odd club distance. So I'm going power four. I'll probably use roulettes here because I'm not as worried about saving those, and I'll use a royal on the weekend maybe. So I also want to use a royal ball or a bunny ball on hole 9 for the weekend. Me too, Jesse. I'm glad you said something. I thank you. You know, I could have still returned it and gone back and got this one after the troubles, but you saved me a trip. Saved me the hassle. So we're gonna try the roulette ball here to see how that power four fares. Actually, we want top spin here. Yep, and I got enough headaches in my life. Good shot. I would think with that lie, with the power four, there should be no reason we're having any difficulties with the thorn. Good night, Mike. Yeah, keep your eyes peeled, Jesse, because since the S3 is fairly new, very soon S2s will be very cheap. There'll be a little window of a time to pick one up when you can still find them new in stores or at least on Amazon or whatever. It'll be super cheap. So now there is where we're maxed out, which is a much better situation. Hopefully this doesn't bring us into the next club here. And it's mostly for the viewers. I actually had a subscriber that donated the funds to get this tablet because they have a hard time seeing the phone. They felt like it would help them enough and help others and help me, so they thought it was worth their money. And it is nice to look at, I can tell you. Holding it is very nice. You know, you can see things a little clearer. Although adjusting is a little harder. Like getting the camera zoomed out and all that kind of stuff takes bigger motions. Should be fine that close, but I hate hitting great. So there is pros and cons for sure. But I'd say the pros outweigh the cons, probably. Plus, it's nice to be on a separate device other than my phone, so I don't get like phone calls and stuff if I forget to turn on airplane mode. It's very nice. Yeah, I agree, Jesse. I, of course, I had the idea that it could happen someday, but I didn't expect it nearly this soon. And I didn't really expect it to be like a one person donating, like, here you go, get a tablet. I more or less expected, like, I might start talking about, hey, I want to get a tablet one day. And then all of a sudden, people like, hey, here's 10 bucks, like a fund. So it came as a big surprise to me as well. And I am definitely grateful. Oh, big dog. Ooh, I forgot to add my big dog into my club cards. Let me do that real quick before we start the hole. It's the 8-inch, Quentin. I would not have gotten a 9.7 by choice, I could tell you. The 8 feels too big. Yeah, really, a 7 would have been like perfect, but it's like the only 7-inch tablets you can get suck. All right. This hole, I can never decide if I would rather, if I'd rather chance the Spitfire or the Malibu. Do I think I have a higher chance of going bunker on the drive or on the approach? I gotta say drive. I think there's a higher chance. Especially an expert. It's a tough little drive. No lie. It's not bad. It's not bad. They are 300 right now. It happens, Ian. I honestly probably get better cards on average out of silver chests than I do gold. You just get better quantities out of gold. Craig, it looks like it's moving slower because the image is larger, so the needle is, it looks as if it's going slower. It's kind of an optical illusion because of the size. Hope I left enough space. All right, I did. Just barely. Good ball. Wow, you actually keep track of that, Michael? That's pretty awesome. That's not a bad idea to help really monitor your gameplay because your score can be misleading. You could have a lot of really good saves, but really have played some bad golf. All right, so I'm gonna go something like that, I think. 'Cause oh snap! Do not use this club ever. At least we got perfect. Hopefully, we got a good line. Yes. Yes. What's going on, John? Yeah, we needed that eagle. We needed it. A lot of people are gonna miss this. Playing okay. We got two birdies on two par fives, I think it was. So kind of odd that this is the one that we hit. You know, I want to go full top. I want to knock down as much of that wind as I physically can. Thank God those close ones. Great doesn't kill you. It can, but most of the time it won't. I almost missed, John. It happens. Something about those wedge shots. I have a hard time hitting perfects. Don't know what it is. Two, I've been having no problem hitting the drive. I just clipped the rough and then made a bad adjustment, or actually I hit great on my wedge shot from further back on two, and that one got me there. And then five, I had a accidental slip, and I sliced left. It was not good, but recoverable. I know that's not my gameplay. That's just an error. It's gonna happen, especially getting used to the big ass screen. Thank you, Sandy. All right. Did not want to make that mistake. And I should put in the Malibu for sure. Five hasn't given me issues, but if you haven't seen what I do on five, what I've been trying to do, I should say, my my botched shot on five on the front nine didn't really help me learn anything on it, so that sucks. And I was gonna buy the $5 pack of Origin balls, but I didn't realize they are gone after Wednesday, because I was gonna use them on this hole. Or on five, not this hole. Close, getting closer. I underdid that wind measurement. Just a touch. Just a touch. Yeah, flying ain't cheap. Oh, two. Oh, hole two. We're going to get you. At least the eagle. I could care less about the albatross. Gotta hit that stupid eagle. Did you play any of your opening round yet, John? How'd you do? If you said something, I missed it earlier. That feels like a better line. 23 is not bad, John. It's really not. I do got a lot of Italian in me, Michael. Whew. Well, that's all right, Jesse. That's because they're going to drop on the weekend. Yeah, you got to add like 15-20% wind on the drive on this hole. Yeah, ugly, but at least it should be the eagle. Oh, did he? I didn't even notice. Yeah, wow. No reason to do that. Damn. Was that in pro or expert, Jess? Later, Slayer. Okay, yeah. I was gonna say on expert, that's freaking crazy, man. Like that's so good. Pro, you got those couple extra holes with the tailwind that change everything. All right, got our eagle. I don't care if it was ugly, ugly putt. We got our eagle.